All right, hello again, everybody. Just letting it get started here. Hopefully, everybody is connected on channel 732 through our programming. Hopefully, if there's people at Westminster Shores, I welcome you, and all the people here at Westminster Palms welcome you. I know we all at least have good views out of our window right now, so some beautiful weather to look at, even if we are staying inside for the time being. So this seated exercise class, this is going to be the most gentle class that we have. So we're trying to provide, if you look through the programming that we have today, we have some intense stuff like 11:30 is Happy Hearts, and that's one of our most intense classes. This class, so seated exercise, is the most gentle class that we have. So we're trying to provide a range of options for a range of people and fitness levels at all of our communities here. So gentle exercise, the seated gentle exercise is going to be very, very similar to sitting be fit. Sitting be fit is just kind of one notch up from it. All right. So, excuse me. All right. Let's go ahead. We are going to get started with some neck circles here. Let's go back the other way. Good. Neck turns back and forth, side to side. Good. Let's go ahead and stick both arms out and do little arm circles here. Good. Relax just for a second. And now go backwards in arm circle. I'm excited for the creativity that's going to come out of this and what is happening. So you can always look at the negatives of all the problems that we're going through. Good, good. Relax those for just a minute. Let's go shoulder shrug one at a time here. You can always look at the negatives of all the things that you go through, but looking at the positive, I've already seen so much better use of our technological capacities, and that will improve and make life better. But I'm also excited just to see what creative people come up with during this time period. Just watching people on YouTube and watching entertainers and the things that they do. It's exciting. It's exciting for that point at least. All right. So good. Now we're gonna put the arms back out and you're gonna clap them together. Good. Relax for just a minute. Take some deep breaths, get some oxygen back into those muscles. We're really working through the shoulders here a lot. Good. Now we're going to take the elbows back and bend them, and then forward and clap together. So bend back, clap together. Sorry about the yawning. It just happens. How it goes. I slept a lot. Got the most sleep I've gotten in plenty of nights, and I just yawn still. I don't know why. Feel good. Temperature was low. Everybody comes on campus, gets checked, so we're doing good here. Take a little break there. Kind of move those arms around. Keep getting them going, but we're gonna keep working on them. Keep working on them. Okay, now both arms up, and you're putting them above your head. So it's pretty interesting that this would come to our campuses, and that I would be kind of at the forefront of creating these classes. As before I worked at Westminster Palms, one of the things that I did and failed at, but still attempted and put a lot of effort, time, money into it, was, okay, take a break. I tried to create an on-demand webcam fitness service. So different than just a video, you would be able to, it would be like calling for an Uber, but you'd call for a personal trainer. So anytime you wanted to work out, you would click a button. There would be personal trainers who were in the queue at home waiting, and they would pop up, and one-on-one you'd be able to exercise. Good. Now you're going to take your arms up and straight back and then down. So it was something that I worked on really hard for a long time. It was about 7 years ago. Unfortunately, the technological capacity of webcam streaming just wasn't there yet, and it still is not where it needs to be for something like that. To be able to have hundreds of people on one service requesting an immediate connection like that, and for it to be streaming in the backlog of who's up as far as like employees and things like that. It's our internet providing and our processing capabilities of computers just aren't there. I thought they were a lot higher than they were, and the amount of money that I was able to put towards the effort. I mean, you might be able to do it if you were Google, but a small business did have significant troubles with the technological part of it. So, however, the good part, take a little break here, is that I interviewed over 200 different trainers for it while I was exercising, or while I was creating it, and they all put me through online workouts without any equipment. They weren't allowed to use any equipment. So I learned a lot about body weight exercise and how to do it on webcam. Now you're going to turn your hands inwards, and we're going to alternate them back and forth. So there are a lot of considerations when you're doing webcam physical fitness, and a lot of it has to do with where you're supposed to be in front of the camera, and how you're going to move around and all of these things. And then also addition, how you want to use your body against itself for exercise. So just something that most people didn't know about me, but it was very interesting. It was a big project that I wanted to do, and I did a lot of it. I got a lot of it done, and it was doing really well for a second. But be able to get to the capacity that I wanted, it was never going to be able to get to that point. I don't think. And again, like I said, I'm not sure if camera to camera streaming like that is even at that technologically at that point yet. If you've used Zoom or if you've used Skype, you can still see that anytime you have more than one person, one-on-one, even on Skype server. Skype is a huge computer program or software program. Go ahead and take your break there. Good. You can still see that there are issues. There's still issues. So one day we'll get there, and one day it will be a thing, and I'll be able to say, "Well, back in my day," but right now we're not there. Okay, now arms up and in and together. I like doing live classes so that I can tell some stories like that. There's all kinds of stories that I have that we can continue to talk about. If you can get them all the way there, go ahead. Feel that stretch there behind your shoulders. Um, you know, it lets the time go by while we're all sitting here trying to keep the spread of the virus down. So I'm glad to be able to do it. And relax again. Your shoulders are probably burning pretty good here. That's why we're taking these breaks. But it's a good exercise, right? Good exercise for the upper body, the arms, being at home, being able to get in this much work on your upper body is it's good. It's great. Excuse me. Okay, now both arms up and let's chop out and back. Kind of like you're taking a helmet and putting it on. Putting it on, taking it off. Or a crown, maybe. Crown is right. Isn't that what corona is in Spanish? Crown. So interesting. Crown virus. Good. Go ahead and take a break. A little break. We'll keep those arms moving just a little bit. We're going to breathe into them. Got a couple more here. Then we'll start our stretches. Okay, so now we're going to alternate out and twist and back. One more. Good. Relax a little bit. We'll do some stretching out of the arms now. Okay, so first, take those hands together, just kind of wrap them around, trying to stretch out the outside shoulders. Good. Now take the right shoulder and just hug it in there. Switch, hug in the other shoulder. Good. Now take the right arm, go down the back, and press down on it. And go ahead and switch left arm down the back. Just reminders, a couple reminders for those of you who weren't up for the early class this morning. We have 3 more classes scheduled today. 11:30 Happy Hearts, and 1:30 Sit and Be Fit, and 2:30 Don't Fall class. If you haven't tried the Don't Fall class, I highly, highly, highly suggest it. It is one of the best classes that we have on campus, that's for sure. Okay, I want you to take your arms out and twist them as far as you can. I want to hold this time. Okay, so if you can even put your hands together, that's fine. Either way, but twisting the out. Okay, good. Let's get our fingers moving around. So the Don't Fall class is obviously a class used to improve your balance so that you don't fall, but it's very low impact, but still pretty high intensity. So low impact, high intensity really equals to high results, very good results for the improvement of balance. So I encourage you to try that class and see how you feel about it. Okay? Fists, fingers, fists, fingers, fists, fingers, fists, fingers, fists, fingers. Good. Together and away, together and away, together and away. Switch the hand that's on top. Each time you do this, interlocking those fingers together, back and forth. Good, good, good. Let's do some circles. Like a maestro or a conductor, right? Other way. Hands together, elbows up. Hold that stretch. You want to do this one on the edge of your chair here if you want to. You can kind of push them into your arms. Good. Backs of the hands pointing down and stretch those together. Good. Let those shake out a little bit. All right, good. Let's do feet here. Let's circle the feet. Other way. Good. Now let's alternate back and forth like we're tapping. Tip, tap, tip, tap. Good, good, good. All right. Let's go ahead. Put your hands on the inside of your legs and then squeeze together. But you're using your pressure here of your arms to give yourself some resistance there. Okay. So squeeze, but you're using the pressure of your arms to give yourself some resistance. Working out the thighs there. This would be a perfect time for Richard Simmons to make a comeback. For those of you who don't know, 2 Halloweens ago here at Westminster Palms, I was Richard Simmons. So it was pretty funny. For Halloween, I love to really take it pretty seriously. I love to get in character. I study my characters for a few weeks before I dress up as them, and I go into full blown mode the whole day. I try not to break character at all. Okay, now on the outsides of the legs, put a little pressure and try and open them up. Back and forth. Love holidays in general. if this lasts till Easter, it won't be too bad for Easter because we already have all of the stuff we need for Easter at home. I have an 8-year-old son, so we all have all the plastic eggs we can fill up. I'm sure we can probably use candy from last year. The dude never runs out of candy. He gets candy at Easter, candy at Halloween, candy at Christmas, and he gets so much that he eats candy. He doesn't eat very much candy. We give him one piece a night before he goes to bed, and he never runs out for the whole year. He never runs out. So maybe we're gonna have to recycle that at some point because it's just crazy the absurd amount of candy that people send him. One more here. Good. All right, let's knee up, down, kick out. Sticking with that same leg. Okay, let's do the other leg. Now try both. Knee it up, down, kicking out. So this is a pretty difficult, pretty challenging one of the more challenging ones we've had today. Okay, let's take your knee and just drive it back. Your right knee, just drive it back. Hold that in there. Good, left leg in there. Good. Now let's take our right arm down on the inside of our right leg and you can put that other left arm up so you have a nice little stretch going there. Good. Now take your left arm, put it down on inside the left part of the leg, and right arm up. You can put it across there if you want to. Try and help keep them open. Good. Now take your right arm and put it on the outside of your left leg and turn and look behind you. Good. Left arm onto the outside of the right leg and turn and look behind you. Good. Take your right leg across your left leg and bend down towards your toes. You don't have to go all the way. It's as far as you can go. Good. Switch feet. Left foot over right foot. Bend down towards your toes. Come on up. All right, good work, everybody. Thanks for coming to seated exercise with me. And hopefully we will see you again later on. Like I said, we have an hour break now until 11:30 Happy Hearts. That'll be one of our more intense ones. Then we'll have a 2-hour break before Sit and Be Fit. So we are going to keep coming to you from this channel. We're going to keep bringing you new stuff. If you have any ideas, we're definitely welcome to listen to them. You can send Andy or I an email or give us a call and leave us a message. And we will come up with some good ideas to get through this time. So thanks everybody for being patient. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, and I'll see you in the future.